A garage full of decomposing bodies.
Found maggots and unrefrigerated bodies.
Deplorable condition.
With this smell.
Decomposing bodies in a maggot-infested garage.
He fears he has the wrong person's ashes.
Blood-stained casket pillows.
Body fluid on them.
Conditions at Swanson disgusted him.
Cockroaches crawling up and down the wall.
Maggots on the floor.
Employees working on bodies without protective gear.
And forged death certificates date all the way back to 2012.
And then this, and can only imagine what else.
Donkey of the Day for Thursday, May 4th goes to the Swanson Funeral Home in Flint, Michigan. This story will absolutely let you know that the water isn't the only thing they can't get right in Flint.
Patricia Williams does not believe the ashes she received from Swanson Funeral Home in Flint were from her mother.
She was not there. They couldn't find her at the funeral home.
Williams says ONeil Swanson II never gave her a straight answer when the funeral home could not find her mom's body for days.
We knew then we didn't have moms anymore. So
imagine going to your own mother's funeral and the person in the casket is someone you've never seen before. When the family showed up to the funeral home to say their last goodbyes, what they saw left them stunned.
A total stranger dressed in the clothing that my brother Joey and the wig selected for our mother.
You heard that right. The wrong person put into the mother's casket. Dunn says once they alerted employees at Swanson Funeral Home in Flint that there had been a big mix-up, he says they started to deny it.
it's not only us. It's not only our family. It's not only my mom.
Williams filed one of the nearly 100 complaints against Swanson that the state licensing division has been investigating. MIOSHA inspected Swanson's 6 times since June of 2012. They issued 16 citations and fined them $38,100. At the same time that MIOSHA was investigating, other inspectors from Lara were looking into allegations that Swanson's was forging doctor signatures on death certificates. ONeil Swanson II and the funeral home were fined $10,000 for that.
Despite these dozens of complaints, it took the state 5 years to shut Swanson Funeral Home down.
Finally, just last month, the state shut Swanson's down. State officials said they again found decomposing bodies in a maggot-infested garage that had been there for months.
I don't see how anybody can live with themselves to be that disrespectful. And this is supposed to be an honorable ending to something.
Neighbors say this is the house in West Bloomfield Township where the owner of Swanson Funeral Homes in Flint lives. His name is ONeil Swanson II. We wanted to give him a chance to respond. Is Mr. Swanson here?
We tried contacting ONeil Swanson II at his West Bloomfield home, but he has not responded to our request for answers.
The owner of Swanson Funeral Homes in Flint can expect to face the justice system. State inspectors are handing their findings over to the state attorney general's office.
In addition to this ongoing state probe into health code and licensing violations, there is now another investigation underway. The Genesee County Sheriff and prosecutor, as well as the Michigan Attorney General, are looking into whether criminal charges can be pursued.
The state revoked his mortuary license after reports of decomposing bodies inside his funeral homes and other disturbing allegations.
So why was ONeil Swanson II front and center at Aretha Franklin's high-profile funeral?
Licensing officials also revoked the mortuary license of ONeil Swanson II. At the time, ONeil Swanson Sr., the owner of the Swanson Funeral Homes in Detroit and Pontiac, said his son had no legal or business connection with his father's business.
And it is not legally connected to his businesses.
Despite those statements distancing himself from his son, both father and son played a starring role together in the national and international coverage of Aretha Franklin's funeral. The Detroit-based Swanson's Funeral Home provided the classic Cadillac LaSalle hearse that carried the Queen of Soul to her final resting place. While fans flocked to the public viewing, ONeil Swanson II gave interviews to CNN, Entertainment Tonight, even to 7 Action News. Because his mortuary science license was revoked in April, state officials say he cannot work as a funeral director. So why was he calling himself that during interviews?
What does that say?
ONeil Swanson, funeral director.
SWANSON, the second director.
The state has fined Swanson $34,100. He has only paid $5,000 of that fine that was due back in May. The Attorney General also charged Swanson with 10 felony counts for failing to fulfill funeral contracts. Just days after the glamour of the Franklin funeral, Swanson faced a judge in Flint for those felony charges.
Is he working as a funeral director?
No, we're not going to answer any questions, okay?
I just hope they never open up again. I hope he gets what he deserves.
I can't believe he's allowed to do this.
You're supposed to be helping families in time of need, and you're destroying families.
Just return people's loved ones. Return their belongings.
We will keep following this story for you. Right now, reporting in Flint, Rachel McCrary, WNEM TV5.
Right now, the building is in foreclosure due to county taxes. I don't think nobody's ever going to really come back to reclaim the property. But, yeah, this is the House of Horrors, what they've called it. It's really not all of that. Just a lot of the bodies that were in here were just not claimed. And instead of turning them into the county mortuary, he kept them. Knowing the guy for some time, not a bad guy, just made some pretty stupid decisions. Majority of what you heard about it in the news is a bit embellished. Some of it was true. Not a bad man, I've known him for years. As a matter of fact, my grandmother who lived in that house right there, when she passed away, he came straight over and got her. Brought her over, took care of her. I didn't have any complaints. And that was shortly before we found out there was 4 bodies in a garage. When the sheriff showed up to get into the building, they basically started ripping into it any way they knew how. They were here for about 3 days. In them 3 days, whatever they wanted to find or whatever they needed, that's what they dug into. I've been in and out of this funeral home. I never once seen maggots. I never once smelled anything. A lot of what they said about him, I just think they kind of, amped up the story a little bit more just to make him look like a monster.
Here's a biohazard bag. Garage. Are these like files of people? Dude, this is people's personal information. This is all supposed to be disposed of. Yeah. I was like, is somebody coming in that door? These are more, yeah, these are like people's, here's one that says like need refund. Oh yeah. Yeah, this was like where they would, sell them stuff. Here's an urn, half of it. that somebody's ashes?
No, it's empty.
Okay. But yeah, there's another one.
This had to be like an example.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah, because
I don't think all these are real.
pre-arrangement plan checks, yeah.
The funeral home was nice, but scrappers have gotten in. They started removing, as you see, all the pergo flooring. Everywhere where you see the paper, all of this was a Flint finished floor. So basically, now the funeral home's just falling victim to a couple guys want to make a couple dollars at the scrapyard. That's the best they can do to board that up. Yeah, somebody will be back in there next week.
They play music here. Oh, wow. What does that sign say on there?
Do not leave the store open.
Management. Oh, this was like the coffin showroom. Yeah, here's some urns somebody smashed. So they cleared this one out though. Like they took everything really, mostly. This is the embalming room.
Hey, get your light on there.
Oh my god. Here's, yeah, here's the stuff. I don't know what, some sort of plug. Here's all the embalming stuff.
Dude, this is nuts.
Yeah, this is literally crazy.
So the embalming room.
There's where they would deliver somebody in off of that thing too. EMS.
Chemicals.
Here's like, this is like a body harness thing right there. Oh, there's somebody's wig. There's a ton, probably for people who are like too, yeah, here's like the makeup kits. We have people who are too badly damaged. Styling gel. Ew, there's somebody's hair in there. Here's clothes. A saw. I don't know what that would be needed for.
Oh, hey, here's some elevators.
This is what they would bring them down on. Wow. Yeah, gurney. Stairs. Okay, I'm gonna check more stairs. Yeah, here's like kitchen. Maybe they kept, because yeah, here's like furniture. Here's a workout equipment thing. That's where we were. That was the... Yeah, they must have lived here. Yeah, these are bedrooms.
Let's try it.
These are like nicer, so this must have been... Oh, this just leads out, but there's like a bunch of water bottles and some mics. Okay.
Let's check those other ones. Let's see if those are the garage.
You see this? There's a devil's horn thing.
What?
Like a costume, devil's horn. The hearse is here? I'm coming right now. Get out of here. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, that's what they would roll him in on. Holy oh my god. You've got to be... Dude, it just stinks in here. Oh my... Jimmy. Look at this bag of biohazard stuff. Hold on though, look at this. That is a sack. This is where they had them then. This is where they were here. Yeah, this one's obviously was being worked on, but...
Maybe we can go from the other side. From the back. Wait, you see those happening over there? Carvadillo. I don't know what that is. Look like that. 2017.
That's when it
just carved
closed.
after 2017.
What do those things say underneath that license plate? Cultured stone collection. Oh, those are like for... They must have maybe carried remains? Is what I would guess. Because there's a whole bunch of them out there. Because yeah, here's a...
Artifacts, just...
Tri-County Cremation Services. Yeah, one of the two. Yeah, because there are a lot of little random knickknacks. That is a pretty gross stain here, dude.
Dude, look at dentures.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gross. But this, I think this was the room. Because look at this stain. Like, this is... Now that doesn't look like blood, but this is really dark.
It could have been oil.
A lot of oil, but this could have very well been what it was. Because that, it's too dark, you know, to really tell, but this was where it was, I'm gonna say.
When they shut him down, he didn't expect it to come that quick. You know, he never really got a chance to. I feel like they never gave him a fair chance to explain his side. It's more or less they've been convicting him and trashing his name. When I last seen him, and I walked in the funeral home, which was about a month or two ago, that was before all the damage in the front. Funeral home was still in perfect condition. Like if you wanted to start operations that day, he could have.
Respect for the body is respect ultimately for our belief in the resurrection of the dead. We too shall share with Jesus Christ the same glory that he has, that glory of union of body and soul in heaven. I don't know the stories of all these folks. Maybe few of us do. And I'm sure there are stories here of great poverty. Someone who just simply couldn't afford therapy. There's probably other stories, no family, who knows. But each one of these people deserves that respect.
You know, it's kind of sad because now this contributes yet again to another eyesore in the city of Flint. Because now they ran him out of here. Now we got this big empty building sitting here vacant, along with that, all of this. So it becomes a problem. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, this building would probably be torn down in a matter of a couple of years. When they closed his funeral home down, first thing I noticed was they were going to leave it wide open. And my thing is, you know, although you might not agree with his decisions, but show the man respect for his property. Don't contribute to what we already have to deal with, because when you go home, we still live here. And nobody wants to see a wide open funeral home.